This UTR Media presentation is sponsored by Vision Trust, serving at-risk children around the world since 1997. More info at visiontrust.org. I think one of the best parts of my job is not just featuring music, but getting to know some of the artists and even building friendships with them. And you've been one of my longest standing friends in terms
in
of
your life,
in my professional career, at least. We met in UTR's first year of existence, which was 11 and a half years ago or something. And have remained friends and have grown closer together over the years, which is so amazing. You're just one of my favorite people. And of course, we're with Andrew Greer, I should mention. And we're just thrilled that you were willing to share some songs with us. And I know your latest project is called Tune My Heart. Mm-hmm. And it basically is centered around peace, which is, it seems like, well, of course, this world needs songs of peace right now, but this, you recorded it before, all the quarantining started and all of that, and the album came out in the spring, which was like almost perfect timing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. We had no idea what was about to happen, right? And earlier you said that it was a providential release, but I would not call it any album release. Oh, well, it's not to put too much spiritual weight on an album release date, right? And there's turkeys over there that are walking around. That's what they feel about it. Yeah, providentially, right, exactly. But yeah, we recorded it in January. Kyle Buchanan, one of our good friends who helped produce it, another friend, Travis Patton, with some of my really close friends, some of our close friends, people like Cindy Morgan and Sandra McCracken, who I love incorporating because I love how they not only speak but sing about life, and they're very contemplative, reflective, and I love that. I just love to know their thoughts and then hear that through music. So yeah, when we began Tune My Heart, we don't get to record records really as full records, or we don't think about them that way much anymore. Really, we're song driven, right? So we think about what do we want to say in a song, but then we got the opportunity, because it was kind of an old school record release, we got to think about what do we want to say in the record. And the thing we were thinking in January was peace. And that's a common thing to think about, especially in light of spirituality and of always looking up and not quite having any answers and looking for some. Peace is what we search for. In fact, I heard this really great theologian, kind of modern day, fairly progressive, and she said something to the effect of, we go to God looking for answers, and what we receive is his presence. And I think that is the embodiment of peace, is looking for God and receiving his presence. And so it seems that's what we've been doing worldwide. We do it in different ways. Sometimes we do it through anger and resentment. Sometimes we do it through quiet and rest. And this certainly was meant to be a musical, soundscape that would help people who are already quiet and restful when they're afraid, to further that process for them, that meditative process. And then for those who may struggle with fear, and then that comes out in some unhealthy ways, maybe giving them a chance to also take a break from some of those hard feelings. Yeah.
And I'm so excited, just as a music fan, to hear the music that is going to come out of this season, because artists have a way of capturing kind of the heart of a moment and giving language and a voice to people to share those feelings. And in fact, I think you said the first song you're going to do is one that was kind of written in this season.
Our church, like many churches, went online and we started filming our services. Well, you no longer can sing with people at first, and we're getting back to that. And so I was trying to think, would it be more appropriate and natural to try to sing some kind of worship songs or whatever that are really meant for corporate singing, or would it be more accurate in this time to maybe write something that feels reflective of our feelings in the moment? And so I tried doing that for several weeks until I got tired. COVID lasted, so I moved on.
Right.
But, so this first song is just that. It was the very first song I wrote, just probably 4 or 5 days after we had to start quarantining.
Yeah. So this is awesome. We're so glad that you're joining the Backyard Concerts. Let's enjoy Andrew Greer.
Late in the night when I can't sleep, early in the morning with no words to speak, when my mind grows heavy and my heart falls drear. Oh Jesus, my friend, will you be near? When my nerve is caving beneath doubt and fear, when my soul is heavier than my thoughts can clear, when the world all around just gives in. Oh Jesus, my friend, will you invite me in? Oh Comforter, oh Prince of Peace, when I feel alone, will you with me meet? When my mind is heavy and my heart grows drear, oh Jesus, my friend, will you be near? Oh, when death starts knocking on my door, will you carry me on over to that other shore, where my soul runs free, no pain no more? Oh Jesus, my friend, will you invite me in? Oh Comforter, oh Prince of Peace, when I feel alone, will you with me meet? When my soul is heavier than my thoughts can clear, oh Jesus, my friend, will you be near? Oh Jesus, my friend, will you be near? All right. Well, nothing like singing two songs back to back in the same key with the same feel, and that's what I'm gonna do. I love to write songs, obviously, but I also love to sing songs. I've never been fearful as a songwriter of singing songs that other people have penned that feel very true to my experience. I think our experience as humans and as spiritual people is a fairly common, though we're very unique and very different and diverse. All of that is still under the context of walking this common human road. And of course, I think our spiritual life is what gives it inspiration and gives it color and light. And so to sing some of these, I also have always thought it was cool to sing songs that are older, songs like hymns. I've loved hymns since I was a child, and I think part of that is that when I'm singing a song that's been sung in different congregations or by different people in different scenarios around the country or even around the world, from different times in the past, I think what a cool thread, a line of faith and heritage. And sometimes that seems so dry, our faith heritage, because faith is alive in us now. But I think about how much that connects me to people of the past. And these songs will continue to connect us to people of the future. And I think in that way, music helps us feel a lot less alone. And so this is an old song that I first heard. I saw the lyric and I loved the lyric, and I saw it in an old Lutheran hymnal. And so I looked it up online to see what it sounded like and see if anyone had recorded it. And of course, the first recording I came up on was Aretha Franklin. And that spoke to me because I've always wanted to be a black gospel artist. And since I can't, I offer you this. I have heard of a land on a faraway strand. 'Tis a beautiful home of the soul, built by Jesus on high, where we never shall die. 'Tis a land where we'll never grow old. In that beautiful home where we never more shall roam, we will be in the sweet by and by. We'll happy praise to our King. Through eternity sing. 'Tis a land where we will never grow old, and we will never grow old. We will never grow old. 'Tis a land where we'll never grow old, and we will never grow old. Oh, never grow old. 'Tis a land where we will never grow old. When our work here is done and the life crown is won, all our troubles and trials, they will be they're gonna be over, and all our sorrows will end as our voices will blend with the loved ones who've gone on before, and we will never grow, never grow old. 'Tis a land where we'll never grow old, and we will never grow, never grow. 'Tis a land where we'll never grow old. 'Tis a land where we will never grow old.
So good.
Hope that wasn't too much of a downer.
No, man, that was great. So glad you did that. Thank you. Yeah. So, I mean, you are also doing so much besides music too, and I kind of marvel at the different hats you wear. You are, you know, a TV show host and, you know, author and songwriter. Kind of just juggle a lot of different things. Do you tell me about the creative energy that it takes? Like, does it come from different places, or do you feel like creatively it's all from sort of one well?
Well, I'm not a very committed person. I'm not married, you know, and there are reasons, but I think on the other side, some people would see it as, you know, can't commit to one path. And I would see it just as a lot of interest in a lot of different paths. I grew up thinking I was more like my mom than my dad, just because my mom's very pragmatic and gets things done, and that tends to be a part of my personality. But now I'm remembering how my dad's a hobbyist, though. He's interested in a lot of different things. Now, I may not have a lot of hobbies, but I do have a lot of work spokes that I enjoy, professional spokes. And I think those come out of a love for film and a love for the written word and spoken word and love for music. So music was the genesis. Music is where I felt like I could first speak or say something. But I feel that creativity is so limitless. And I think a lot of that has to do with we are created by a creator. And I think he has been exercising his creativity since the beginning of time. And that part of our DNA, part of our makeup and existence is, has been birthed from his creativity to create, to co-create with him. I think that's part of what, using older Sunday school language, the Great Commission, I think what that really means is to co-create with God a new heaven and a new earth, however that looks, which is a little beyond our imagination.
Well, unless there's a character limit, we'll try to put as much of your creative projects as possible.
Whatever.
We're gonna link to Andrew's stuff on the description here. So, and we'll make sure to put your social media contacts there so folks can follow you.
My cell phone number.
Yeah, sure. Your cell phone number. Yeah, that sounds good. But this is great. Thank you for doing this.
Yeah, thank you for asking me. I feel honored to be in the lineup of folks. So thank you.
Man, thanks. All right. We'll see ya.